so.
Action, there's my line.
Hey guys, welcome back to Garage C. I'm Cerberus, and today we're hoping, we're planning, we're praying to drive Whisper home. I have given myself more of a challenge by doing something on Thursday. Yeah, that was all a bit cryptic. When last you saw us, we were wings, bonnet, bumper, cooling system away from going home. But when I installed the ECU, I had to lift the passenger side footwell carpet, and I found the passenger side footwell carpet was soaking wet. Now, Whisper's been parked in the unit for a little while now. She hasn't been out in the rain, and that carpet was still soaking wet. So there's a water leak somewhere. It's probably most likely rain coming in. It's going to be a door seal. It's going to be something in the bulkhead of grommet not sealed, but whatever. So on Thursday night, we jumped in the car after work. We drove to the unit, and I took the dashboard out of the car. And there's some footage of me doing that here. So there we go, that's a dashboard coming out of the car. It's a really easy job. It's like 6 bolts or something, and as long as all your wiring is okay, it just unplugs and comes out. Don't forget, cars are built on a production line. It's all modular, so it's designed to unclip the wiring connections, undo the bolts, and pull the dashboard out. That's how it goes. Don't be scared of dashboards, folks. Now it gives us an opportunity to sort this out. This is the heater matrix and blend box. So this is where all your little flaps move around and you divert your air to where you want it. Now, when I took this engine out once in the past, I did squish these pipes. These are very soft metal. They're very easy to squash. Now, they do make a good seal, but I'm going to straighten those out a bit. So there we go, little bonus. So we better get on with it, really. There's not that much to do, but it's lots and lots of fiddly stuff. The 90% of the work is in the last 10% of the job. So let's get on. You know when you think you've got a simple job to do and you really haven't? My coolant reroute is causing me issues. So if we have a look down here, you'll see we've got our standard air feed back on. My radiator is tilted back by that much and it's lowered slightly so that my intercooler sits in here. Now I have a coolant reroute, so this is the return pipe coming up here to the radiator. I don't know if you caught all that, camera lady.
Yeah.
Fine, that's all fine and dandy when you have the supercharger on because you're running using a MAP sensor, not a MAF sensor, manifold air pressure, not manifold air flow. So the MAF sensor here is being used by the standard ECU to measure the amount of air going into here. If that amount of air changes due to a leak anywhere around here, the ECU gets confused. When you're using a manifold air pressure, you take the pressure from here and it doesn't matter where you introduce the air, it's about the pressure that's in the manifold. Right, if you understood that, you're doing well. What does that mean? Why have we got a problem? Well, that means because we're on MAF, all air must be metered by the MAF. So I can't just put this onto my idle air control valve. You see down here, you've got this pipe sticking out? This is the idle air control valve. And that's allowing air in through here, down this pipe here, There's a rubber hose that connects into there, and it allows air onto the manifold side of the throttle butterfly to stabilise and control your idle. Great, so that air has to be metered, and here's the hose that connects those two. And guess what? It's not going to fit because my coolant reroute's in the way. I haven't got time, and I'm not going to alter my coolant reroute pipe, so somehow I've got to make this pipe connect those two, avoiding that. That should be fun. So I can't use this. I had a look in my parts pile, and I have a few random bits of hose. I'm thinking I can perhaps make a straight-ish joiner with a part of that. Don't know. Maybe connect I don't know. I guess I'm just going to have to crack on and yeah, keep watching and we'll see what we come up with. Right, we've Frankensteined something. It still needs a little bit of shortening. This will get us a bit more distance, so this would go up there, so that gets us a bit more distance to rotate that round. I found a bit of blue silicone hose from somewhere in my pile of bits. It's got a little bit of a bend in it, which is going to help us. And I've cut a straight spacer from the stunt engine. This is the heater feed pipe that runs along under the exhaust manifold. As you can see, he's missing a bit. That's where my straight joiner came from. So, got to shorten this a little bit. Let's offer it up. I shall prepare my pen. Alright, so it's going to go under this hose and connect back in to the idle air control valve. I must remember to put a hose clamp on that. Okay, radiator. These are my radiator relocation brackets, available for $79.99 from Garage C Industries. These slot down in here, so that gives me my radiator position. This pipe is going to come up to here, so I'm going to need, so there's our mark. Let's get a good sharp pair of scissors and hope they're going to cut silicone hose. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're ever struggling to fit a silicone hose, say intercooler hose, something like that, and you're really struggling, this is special silicone pipe lubricant.
What's it called?
Hairspray. Okay?
That's where it went.
Why hairspray? Because it's
Try
all,
your own.
it's all nice and slippery and wet and provides lubrication. And then when it dries, it goes sticky. So, you know, if you sprayed WD-40 on it, it would be lubed forever. If you spray hairspray on it,
Lube for but a moment.
and then it's sticky, which is what you want. You want a nice glued connection on this. This doesn't want to go on at all. Right, let's pull the radiator pipe, mind your fingers. Let's take that out of the equation for a moment. Oh, just go on, you piece of... I'm going to have to take this whole assembly off the car, aren't I, just to fiddle this one pipe into place. Go on. Okay, that's on. Really?
That went by this wheel.
Okay. The shroud for the fans is chewing my wrists to bits. Look at this. I look like I've been attacked by an animal. Maybe let me do that whole thing with these on top of my head.
What, as opposed to being on your face?
Yes. There we go. The finished product. No, I'm not the finished product. That's the finished product. And that's how you make a 5-minute job take an hour. As you can probably see, the wiring in this car is not standard. Yeah, lots of gadgets. Hopefully we'll introduce you to some of the gadgets when the car's working. But as you can see, yeah, this dashboard's been out before, and on the bulkhead here, you can see, last time I was in here, Cerberus August 13. What are we now? November 16? I suppose I'd better keep up the tradition and add in November 16. There we go. I wonder when the next time we'll be in here will be. We've missed our target of driving the car home today, and we're working tomorrow. We'll be at the NEC tomorrow at the Classic Car Show.
Gonna put some film in?
The camera lady is...
You're gonna put some footage of tomorrow in?
Some footage of the NEC? Oh yeah, okay.
Could stand.
We could do. Here's us at the NEC. There you go, that was us at the NEC. That's a bit weird doing that because it's like today and we haven't filmed it yet. The magic of television. So there we go, we've missed our target of driving home today, but we've hit our target of being able to drive the car. We're working tomorrow, Sunday. We do have the day off on Monday to recover from doing a long day at the NEC. I suspect we'll be back here and that footage is coming after I've said all this to the camera. So you never know, this could be the end of the episode, or there could be more. You should always keep playing till the end. You never know what Easter eggs you'll find. We'll see what happens. I don't know where we're up to. You do, because for you, the last scene was like 2 seconds ago. But for us, it was 2 days ago. And I can't remember what I said. Continuity? We don't need no stinking continuity. What we do need to do is top up the gearbox oil, because we lost a little bit when we took the gearbox out. I need to finish off bolting on the wings. I need to finish off bolting on the bumper. I need to swap the throttle body. Sorry, you've probably just heard all this 2 seconds ago. And then we should be ready by the end of this episode to drive the car out of the unit. Fingers crossed. So we'll get some work done and I'll talk to you in a sec. Back when we were supercharged, we had 2 throttles. So the throttle cable activates, pulls this cam, which opens the butterfly, and there was a second cable attached to it for a second throttle over here. To stop the accelerator pedal feeling really heavy, I backed off the springs on this, and I don't really want to go back in and mess with that again. I'd like to leave that where it is because it was quite good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this throttle body on. It has much more tension in the springs. It's going to make the throttle pedal feel much more normal. And we've got the gasket, we've got the time. Let's change it then. Let's see how much coolant I spill while we do this. Okay guys, that's it. That's the end of this episode. Whisper is back together and she's coming home with us tonight. We're going to drive her. She's had a quick test drive around the industrial estate. Everything feels fine. So that's the end of this part and that's the end of this season of Garage C. We're going to take a couple of weeks off now. So we'll take a rest from the spanners and the filming and we'll be back with something new. We're not going away. We've got Shout's new clothes project to work on. We've got supercharging Whisper to work on. But for now, we're done. Thank you to everybody for watching and liking and subscribing. It's been fantastic. Thank you so much for all your comments and feedback. A big thank you to everyone that supported this project. Phil at RPG for the loan of the crane. To John and all the students on the engineering course at Glyndor University in Wrexham, thank you so much for your kind donation of an engine. To Junkyard Dog for parts and support and good advice. And to all you guys for watching along and motivating us. That's us, we're done. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time, we'll be back soon. Good night.